Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
รายการของเรามีให้หลายภาษาโปรดดู suprememastertv.com/schedule
One day I see this star-like figure that was shining in gold, and it approached me and it shaped itself into a human form. Kind of show me we're the same.
A brightly guided life, a near-death experience, and the beings of light. Part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Today, it's so easy to love all animals, not eat them, and live happy, satisfying lives. Reverend Jenny Hochberg, vegan.
While visiting Navarre in Spain, you could express your gratitude to the helpful locals with Eskerek asko, or thank you, in Basque, one of the languages spoken in the region. Luminescent viewers, I am Sergio. The tranquil people of Navarre pray that your hearts shine blissfully in the grace of the divine always. Welcome to part 2 of the two-part series entitled A Brightly Guided Life, a Near-Death Experience and the Beings of Light. When Dr. Ingrid Hankala was almost 3 years old, a near-death experience opened her gate of communication with beings of light. In her autobiography, A Brightly Guided Life, How a Scientist Learned to Hear Her Inner Wisdom, she describes a wide range of extraordinary experiences that could be considered mystical and out of this world. We had the pleasure of hearing the remarkable story of the near-death experience from Dr. Ingrid Hankala herself. As we continue, Dr. Hankala tells us what happened after she returned to her body.
Once I was back, when I saw my parents, it was that knowing that they're not just my biological parents. I felt them as my equal. And I became very rebellious because I'm like, why do I have to listen to them? And then I was also angry because I didn't want to be here. And then I will look at myself and I will think like, this is not me. I am not this child. So I came back with an awareness I didn't have before. And then the other thing, I will look at other children and I couldn't play with them. I couldn't relate. I'm like, what is happening to these people? They don't know anything. My parents realized that there's something really happened here because I started to have abilities I didn't have before. So right after my near-death experience, I'm just about to be 3 and now I can read and write. I can resolve mathematical problems. And this kept going. And then for me, it was the sense, even when I joined a school and started to do the other things, like, I'm not needing to learn any of these. I'm just remembering. It's like for me, the door never closed. I started to have out-of-body experiences and then later to communicate with what I call beings of light.
Dr. Ingrid Hankala explains what happened in her communications with the beings of light.
After my near-death, I continue having experiences where every time I went to sleep, I would just go through this whole process of changing like movement and frequency and colors and sounds, and I will go back to the realm of the light. I wanted to stay sleeping longer. I will see just this beautiful light, but one day I was surrounded by lights that were shining in all different colors. Just think like if you were standing outside at night and the sky is completely full of stars. Think about something like that, but it was all light and there was star-like figures shining in like all different colors, and they were like millions. And it's just like, as far as the eye can see, one day I see this starlight figure that was shining in gold, and it approached me and it shaped itself into a human form. Kind of showed me we're the same. And because I had realized myself as a being of light, the moment it shaped itself, it touched me. And I said, you are a being of light. Now I just wanted to be sleeping, but this is the part where I needed balance. I couldn't be sleeping forever. One day I'm taking a shower when a blue, intense, shiny light just shone in like the whole bathroom. And I'm like, now the beings of light are here. And then now I started to just see them here everywhere. They didn't do or say anything at the beginning, just there, being present, but I started to heal. I started to feel better. Later in my life, I understood what that meaning was. The sense home is not a place, it's a state of being. So now that I am here with the beings of light, now this felt like home. And I felt love and I felt welcome.
Through her amazing experiences, Dr. Ingrid Hankala understands we are all beings of light.
I explained in my near-death experience, when I entered the realm of the light and had the realization, that's the moment where I am not that body, I am not that person, I am a being of light. So now I saw again myself as being the light. And one day, later in life, I would say I was like 13 years old. We were watching a movie. And this movie was called Cocoon. And this movie was about some aliens. And in the movie, the aliens, there's a scene in which they rip the skin open and under the skin, there's light. And they're made of light. And when I saw that scene and look at my sisters, I said, oh, that is what we are. That is what we truly are. And then that's how I always felt. I have had so many experiences. One day I woke up in the middle of the night, and then it was that sense of I am enormous. I was so big that I didn't fit in the room. I was huge. And I heard the words grandiose. It's when I know we're bigger than we really think we are.
From her interactions with beings of light, Dr. Ingrid Hankala has gained many insights about humans' true nature.
In our human experience, we need the names and the labels and all that, but in the realm of the light is not necessary. To the point that when I was many times surrounded by many beings of light, and they didn't even need to show themselves as human form, nothing. And every time anybody was talking, I didn't have to see a movement or hear, I knew who was talking. But there was few things they said to me. They say that all the things that I was experiencing and all the things that I was going to experience were gifts. And they were for me someday to share with someone, but that was going to be later in the future. They said to me that I would have the clarity and understanding. When I was 19, they say in 20 years it will happen. So they show me someday that people will be ready and open for all these teachings. And they say, for now, you better stay silent, quiet, because they're not going to understand. But they also say there will be people put into path to help you and to guide you.
We asked Dr. Ingrid Hankala, can everybody communicate with light?
Yes, everybody can. But there was a moment I asked the beings of light, why me? They said, because you are special. Everybody is special, but not everybody knows it yet. They said in our core, in our source, we're all the same. But what happened is that we become distracted. We become layered. They show me like that lamp back there. We are that light. We're all special. But what happened? Conditioning. Now it got a shade. And then more conditioning, more shade, until we become disconnected. First, remember that you are the light. You are special. And how can you get to touch that light? start calming the mind. And, start becoming an observer of yourself. Know thyself. And little by little, you start peeling those layers. I ask the beings of light, what is our purpose and what is our mission? They say for everyone, your true and only purpose in reality is to be the light, to remember that you are that light. And your mission is to shine that light. But when we have many layers, sometimes we go through sufferings or challenges. Because if my main purpose is to remember that I am the light, so sometimes things have to shake me hard for those layers to fall. We need to go back to that place of align and reconnect. And that's when those layers start falling off. And we start putting the radio the dial in the right place to be able to connect.
Our sincere thanks to Dr. Ingrid Hankala for reminding us of the light we are. May we all shine brightly as we tread lightly on this earth before returning home. For more information on A Brightly Guided Life, please visit ingridhankala.com.
Vegan. Make yourself proud.
Joyous viewers, thank you for your devoted company today. Coming up next is Awesome Avocados here on Supreme Master Television. May divine blessings guide you always.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.